Hello students, today I am going to deliver lecture on 12th biology, chapter number 5, and name of the chapter is origin and evolution of life. So firstly, I am going to introduce this origin and evolution of life. Listen the introduction carefully. Man was puzzled by most complicated questions like how and when favorable conditions evolved on earth for life. Since when life appeared on earth, where did the first life came from, and which mechanism involved the origin of life? The history of origin and evolution of life actually consists of or comprises two main events. First one, origin of life, and second one, evolution of life. The inquisitive mind of human being has made him to explore many hidden facts of nature. One of the interesting area was to know about the origin of life. It basically deals with how life took form on his earth. It is presumed that the universe came into existence with a single titanic explosion called as Big Bang. Universe came into existence with a single titanic explosion called as Big Bang about 50,000 million years ago. That means 15 billion years ago. With Big Bang, all matter and energy came into existence. The fragment of fireball expanded and cooled to give rise to many more celestial bodies. In due course of times, this resulted in the formation of our solar system consisting of sun and planets. The earth originated about 4.6 billion years ago. The term evolution is derived from two Latin words. These words are e means from, volver means to roll. So evolution means act of unrolling or unfolding, and evolution means orderly changes from one form to another. This term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer, which was English philosopher. Here a point to be remembered that the origin of life linked with origin of earth. In the present chapter, we are going to learn about the origin of life and evolution of life. So firstly, I am going to explain the first point of this chapter, that is origin of life. The origin of life on earth is called protobiogenesis. This word protobiogenesis derived from three words: proto, bio, and genesis. Proto means first, bio means life, genesis means formation. Hence, the formation of first life on earth is known as protobiogenesis. As far as origin of life is considered, it has remained an enigma for the intellectual at all moments. Even though there is advancement in various fields of science, scientists are not able to find out truth. origin of life can be explained by various theories and hypotheses. Many philosophers and thinkers put forth their views and ideas in the form of hypotheses, in the form of theories, and then they tried to reveal mystery regarding the origin of life. So, many philosophers, thinkers, and scientists they put forth their views and ideas about the origin of life. These views and ideas put forth in the form of hypotheses and theories. These hypotheses and theories about the origin of life are as: first one, theory of spatial creation; second one, cosmozoic theory; and third one, the theory of spontaneous generation; and fourth one, theory of biogenesis. So listen carefully the first theory about the origin of life. The first theory is theory of spatial creation. This theory is oldest theory. It is oldest view put forth by Father Sudres. This theory is based on a religious belief without any scientific proof. Theory of spatial creation is based on a religious belief. There is no any scientific proof. This theory was prevailing up to the middle of 19th century. Even now, some of the religious minded people stick to this theory. According to this theory, life was created by some supernatural power, that is God. According to spatial creation theory, all living matter, all living organisms, it may be plant, animal, or maybe microorganism, all are thought to be created by supernatural power, that is God. There are certain myths according to religion. The first mythology according to Christian belief, according to Christianity, God created world within 6 days. The whole world created by God Yeshu within 6 days. According to Christian theory, the first man created by God was Adam and the first woman was Eve. There is another theory that is based upon Hindu mythology. As per to Hindu mythology, the world was created by Lord Brahma. Whole world created by Lord Brahma, and the first man created by Lord Brahma was Manu, and the first woman was created by Shraddha. The first woman created by God was Shraddha. Sikh and Islamic religions also believe that the world was created by God. This theory, that means spatial creation theory, does not have a scientific base because fossil records and other studies do not agree with this theory. Hence, this theory is not accepted. Then, The next theory, that is cosmozoic theory. Cosmozoic theory is also one of the theory put forth by some of the philosophers about the origin of life. This theory is also known as panspermia theory. This theory is given by Richter in 1865. According to this theory, life did not arise on the planet Earth. Life on Earth came from distant planet in the form of spores and microorganisms. That spores and microorganisms was called cosmozoa or panspermia. According to this theory, life did not arise on the planet Earth. Life came into existence on Earth from a distant planet in the form of spores and microorganisms. That spores and microorganisms are called as cosmozoa or panspermia. Hence, this theory is known as cosmozoic theory or panspermia theory. Panspermia or cosmozoa were preserved inside the meteorites. Meteorite means masses of matter from the outer space, and inside to the meteorite this panspermia and cosmozoa were preserved. These meteorites struck to the barren earth to release the cosmozoa and help to develop various creatures from these meteorites on earth. Recently, NASA has reported NASA found fossils. They reported fossils of bacteria like organism on piece of molten rocks covered from Antarctica. That is about the cosmozoic theory. Then third theory, the theory of spontaneous generation theory. The spontaneous generation theory is known as abiogenesis theory. It is also called as autobiogenesis theory. According to this theory, life originated from the non-living matter spontaneously without any interruption. This theory was initially put forth by Greek philosophers in 600 BC. It was also supported by Aristotle. Some scientists believe that the living organisms are originated from the non-living material or non-living matter continuously, spontaneously, without any interruption. This Aristotle and some scientists believe that worms, insect, fish, even microorganisms develop from soil. They believe that tapeworm develop from the decaying excreta of animals, and maggots from the decaying meat. According to this theory, insects were developed from the dew, while frog, toad, they developed from the mud of ponds. Van Helmont was the scientist. He also believed in this theory. According to Van Helmont, the handful grain in a dirty shirt kept in dark cupboard, kept in cupboard, and then mice will produce within few weeks, few days. However, this theory has no scientific base. Was experimentally rejected by Louis Pasteur and Francisco Redi. This theory was objected by Redeye and Francisco Redeye and Louis Poitier. Then observe the figure in front of you. That figure is experiment, classical experiment by Redeye and Louis Poitier. So Redeye, observe this figure and give the scientific proof and discuss the experiment. So firstly, I am going to explain the Redeye experiment. Redeye, an Italian biologist and physician, he disproved the spontaneous generation theory. He disproved a biogenesis theory. That means he objected on the living organism were produced from non-living matter. He disproved spontaneous generation theory and put forth a classical experiment. In his experiment, he kept a cooked meat in three jars. One jar was covered with paper, other was covered by gauze, and remaining third one was remaining left open. The remaining third one was left open. He kept three jar, one jar covered with paper, one jar covered by gauze, and the remaining was left open. He observed that the flesh, that means meat, decayed in second and third jar. Flies were attracted toward the second and third jar, but maggot developed only in uncovered jar, though the flies visited second and third jar. Hence, Redeye concluded that maggots arise from the eggs of flies, not from the meat, and then he proved that the life arises from pre-existing living things. That is Redeye experiment. Then observe the second diagram of Louis Poitier experiment. Louis Poitier, a French chemist and bacteriologist, disproved the theory of spontaneous generation and proved biogenesis theory. He disproved spontaneous generation and proved biogenesis theory. By his experiment, he proved that even minute organisms like bacteria arise from the pre-existing one. Louis Poitier firstly prepared swan neck flask for his classical experiment. Then he boiled the meat and or vegetable broth in swan neck flask for several minutes. He boiled this vegetable broth or meat in swan neck flask to kill the microbes if any. That means he carried out sterilization of swan neck flask. He left the flask with infusion or broth undisturbed on the laboratory table. On cooling, the escaping steam condensed into water and then gathered in lower part of the S-shaped tube. This water use, use or acted as a filter, and this water which is present in swan neck, this water act as filter and prevent the entry of microorganism and dust particle which enter into the flask. Even after 18 months, there was no growth of microorganism in the broth and infusion. But later on, he broke the swan neck of some flasks so that the broth or infusion come in contact with air. Only after breaking this swan neck flask, the microorganism grows in flask. Thus, microbes present in air come in contact with broth, broth or infusion, and they grew. Hence, he proved without doubt life arises from pre-existing life. Then I am going to explain the last theory of biogenesis. Francisco Redi and Louis Pasteur are the famous scientists who conducted the classical experiment to disprove a biogenesis or spontaneous generation theory, and then they prove the biogenesis theory. According to this theory, living organisms are always produced from pre-existing living organism. According to this theory, every living organism are always produced from pre-existing living form by reproduction and not from non-living or lifeless matter. This theory of biogenesis could not explain the origin of first life on earth, but this theory could satisfactorily explain the continuity of life.